Excellencies, distinguished award laureates, señores y señoras, a very warm welcome to the European Heritage Awards Ceremony 2016. Bienvenue à la cérémonie de remise des prix européens du patrimoine culturel 2016. Una muy calurosa bienvenida a la ceremonia de los Premios Europeos de Patrimonio 2016. The European Heritage Awards ceremony takes place each year in a different European city. Last year, we were in Norway at the world-famous Oslo City Hall, home of the annual Nobel Peace Prize ceremony. Next year, we will be in Turku, the historic capital of Finland. But tonight, we are so honored to be here in the Teatro de la Zarzuela, in the heart of Madrid. This evening of celebrations would not have been possible without the hard work of so many professionals and volunteers, and the support of so many organizations and sponsors across Europe, and of course, from here in Spain. Thank you all. Muchas gracias. The respect and care for our cultural heritage should have a central place in any government's policy. However, as many of you know, there is still a lot of room for improvement across Europe. Luckily, there are also many politicians on local, national, and European level that have embraced the potential cultural heritage has to offer for our society, our environment, and our economy. We are therefore delighted and honored to welcome to the stage Íñigo Méndez de Vigo y Montojo, Spanish Minister of Culture, Education and Sport, who is also a convinced European. Señor Ministro, muchas gracias por el importante apoyo que ha dado nuestro Congreso. Le cedo la palabra.
Thank you very much for the convinced European. I am a convinced European. You're totally right. Commissioner of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, señor presidente de Europa Nostra, admirado maestro Placido Domingo, señora presidenta de Europa Nostra, querida Araceli, señores socios de Europa y de España Nostra, señores galardonados, autoridades, amigas y amigos, quiero agradecer a Hispania Nostra su invitación para acompañarles en este acto de entrega de los premios correspondientes a 2016. Quiero hacer extensivo este agradecimiento a la Federación de Asociaciones de Europa Nostra, que decidió celebrar estos premios y su Asamblea General en nuestro país con motivo del 40 aniversario de Hispania Nostra y homenajear así a su organización nacional más antigua. Estas 4 décadas han convertido a Hispania Nostra en un referente de la vitalidad del movimiento europeo en favor del patrimonio cultural y natural y de la participación social en su conservación, preservación y puesta en valor. Queridos amigos, concibo la cultura como un ingrediente esencial de la educación y de la formación de todo ciudadano libre, crítico, activo y responsable. La cultura es vertebradora. La cultura nos hace progresar y nos fortalece como sociedad. La cultura transmite pluralidad y creatividad. Y la cultura es un sector clave para adaptarnos a la globalización. Y si, como dice bien Emilio Lledó, nuestro Premio Nacional de las Letras, ser es esencialmente ser memoria, en ella, esa cultura tiene un patrimonio destacado, el patrimonio cultural y natural, un legado que es compartido y que nos permite profundizar en el conocimiento de nuestro pasado y de nuestra identidad. Pero no debemos limitar nuestra mirada a la interpretación de ese patrimonio como una mera evocación del pasado. Este pasado, a través de iniciativas como la que hoy nos reúne, sigue siendo un legado vivo que nos habla de los valores sociales y morales que Europa proyecta hacia el futuro. Y permítame recordar aquí a un buen amigo, a Gaetano Adinolfi, que fue durante muchos años secretario general adjunto del Consejo de Europa. Yo recuerdo cuando en Europa se produjo la caída del muro de Berlín. Adinolfi decía: no convirtamos al Consejo de Europa solamente en una organización política, preservemos lo esencial de Europa, que es su identidad cultural. Y por eso creo, querido Tibor, lo voy a decir en inglés, dear Tibor, I do believe that we have to pursue in the identity of Europe, in its values and principles. And I do believe that the Commission has to play a major role at this stage. La política cultural, y en concreto la protección y puesta en valor del patrimonio cultural y natural, es el ámbito idóneo, además, de cooperación entre las administraciones y la sociedad civil. Es una plataforma inmejorable para el desarrollo de la participación y la responsabilidad civil. Y en este sentido, el mecenazgo y, en general, la contribución privada al sostenimiento y difusión pública de la cultura, como la que llevan a cabo Hispania y Europa Nostra, supone un elemento imprescindible y rompe además con el prejuicio de reducir la cultura al presupuesto público. Los Estados y las iniciativas que surgen de la sociedad civil, como Hispania y Europa Nostra, deben colaborar estrechamente para fortalecer, en primer lugar, la conciencia ciudadana hacia el patrimonio cultural, para protegerlo y valorarlo y lograr un uso sostenible, duradero y enriquecedor. El Estado y estas organizaciones sociales han de favorecer el debate, el intercambio de ideas y de experiencias que permitan, en primer lugar, incentivar esa participación social y económica en la conservación del patrimonio. En segundo lugar, dar a conocer y prestigiar las políticas de preservación y recuperación del patrimonio y, finalmente, hacer visible el valor social y moral del patrimonio en la sociedad del conocimiento y su aportación a la economía, a la creación de empleo y al desarrollo local y territorial. Estas 4 décadas de historia de España Nostra constituyen una historia de éxito, de este tipo de colaboración público-privada en el cuidado y salvaguarda de nuestra riqueza histórico-artística, de un patrimonio que es fuente de identidad, valores y recursos e ingrediente imprescindible en el proceso de integración europea. Eric Spiekermann ha escrito: lee, viaja, lee, pregunta, lee, aprende, lee, conecta, lee. Permítame que añada lo que decía Spiegelman: valora tu patrimonio artístico, lee, cuida tu patrimonio cultural, lee. En estas pocas líneas se condensa, creo, un buen consejo para alcanzar la felicidad. Muchas gracias y enhorabuena a todos los galardonados.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister, for your commitment for heritage and indeed commitment for Europe. 40 years ago, a small group of dedicated individuals came together with the full support of Europa Nostra to start a civil society movement for cultural heritage in Spain. Today, they are one of the strongest heritage organizations in Europe. Our Congress in Madrid would not have been possible without Hispania Nostra and their hard-working and committed team. We are also grateful to Her Majesty, Queen Letizia, Honorary President of Hispania Nostra, who has honored us by opening the impressive exhibition of all Spanish winners of our awards in the past 4 decades, an impressive figure of 191 winners in total, more than any other country in Europe. Para mí es un gran placer el dar la bienvenida sobre el escenario a Araceli Pereda Alonso, presidenta de Hispania Nostra. Querida Araceli, te cedo la palabra.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, señor comisario, señor ministro, presidentes y autoridades de Europa Nostra y de la Unión Europea, miembros del jurado, galardonados, señoras y señores. Bienvenidos a España y felicidades. Deseo felicitar a los premiados, a las instituciones que promueven los premios, a los miembros del jurado que los otorgan y muy especialmente a las numerosas personas que durante todo el año trabajan para que estos lleguen a feliz término y hoy todos podamos sentirnos satisfechos. A todos, enhorabuena. No podría imaginarse mejor celebración para el 40 aniversario de nuestra asociación española, Hispania Nostra, que acoger como anfitriona a los miembros de la Federación de Europa Nostra, nuestra nave nodriza, y todos los europeos interesados y comprometidos con la defensa, conservación, incremento del patrimonio cultural y natural europeo. Espero que cuando regresen a sus países de origen guarden un magnífico recuerdo de este Congreso Europeo de Patrimonio 2016, tanto por el interés de las actividades programadas por Europa Nostra y por Hispania Nostra, como por la acogida personal de los españoles. Nosotros, todos los aquí presentes, representamos una parte muy sustancial de la cultura europea que nos ha sido legada a través del tiempo y representamos el compromiso de la sociedad con la conservación de los símbolos de la historia humana. Conocemos el poder de la cultura para unir, acercar, curar heridas, crear sentido de comunidad. Como dijo Jean Monnet, la Comunidad Económica Europea no es una comunidad de estados, es una unidad de hombres y mujeres. Pero la construcción europea es un proceso lento, laborioso, como la construcción de una catedral, que hay que cuidar de manera permanente. El compromiso de mantener nuestra herencia común puede ser una gran herramienta para avanzar en la construcción de la Europa que anhelamos y necesitamos. Y, en consecuencia, debemos comprometernos en su mantenimiento. Por eso, saludamos como una gran iniciativa que la Unión Europea haya designado 2018 como Año Europeo del Patrimonio Cultural, dotándole de un presupuesto adecuado con el objetivo, entre otros, de, cito textualmente, difundir y acrecentar la conciencia y la educación entre las futuras generaciones sobre los valores del patrimonio cultural europeo y su protección. En esta reunión anual que promueve la Unión Europea y Europa Nostra, se hace Europa, se une a Europa, poniendo en común lo que compartimos, que es la herencia patrimonial más rica y diversa del mundo. Por ello nos admiran y nos visitan los ciudadanos de todo el planeta. Por ello hemos de conservarlo, porque es una herencia que hemos recibido para disfrutarla, pero no para consumirla, ya que no nos pertenece, porque es patrimonio de la humanidad. Igual que lo es la herencia del humanismo, la libertad y la tolerancia. Europa es un espacio privilegiado donde brilla la sonrisa de la Gioconda y las catedrales recogen el eco de los siglos en una envoltura de piedra. Es la Europa de Don Quijote, Fausto, Don Juan o Hamlet, que forman parte de una cultura común, donde Cervantes, Goethe, Shakespeare han nacido en distintos países, pero pertenecen a todas las naciones como figuras propias. La Unión Europea es una herencia compartida, con sus peculiaridades nacionales, y así nos ve el resto del mundo. Disfruten estos días del programa de Europa Nostra y de Hispania Nostra que les hemos preparado. Disfruten en esta importante ciudad europea que es Madrid. Conózcanos un poco mejor y vuelvan cuando quieran. Los visitantes de la exposición que inauguró ayer Su Majestad la Reina Doña Leticia pueden contemplar en los premios que Europa Nostra y la Unión Europea han concedido a España a lo largo de sus 38 años, pueden contemplar cómo a través de esa pequeña muestra se ve la riqueza cultural de este país. Siempre serán bienvenidos. Sigamos aportando algo a Europa, mejorando una parte de nuestra riqueza, nuestro capital cultural, y continuemos ampliando nuestros horizontes más allá de Europa, hacia otras culturas. El escritor español Juan Goytisolo decía, la falta de curiosidad o inapetencia por las culturas ajenas es un índice de decadencia y pasividad, porque la cultura afectada por este síndrome se convierte en un mero objeto de contemplación. Sobre la necesidad vital de la cultura escribió otro gran español, don Miguel de Unamuno, que decía, solo el que sabe es libre, y más libre el que más sabe. Solo la cultura da la libertad. No proclaméis la libertad de volar, sino dad alas, no la de pensar, sino la del pensamiento. La libertad que hay que dar al pueblo es la cultura. Y puesto que este año 2016 conmemoramos el cuarto centenario de la muerte de dos europeos ilustres, Shakespeare y Cervantes, terminaré mis palabras de bienvenida con una frase del Quijote. La libertad, Sancho, es uno de los más preciosos dones que a los hombres dieron los cielos. Con ella no pueden igualarse los tesoros que encierra la tierra y el mar. Por la libertad, así como por la honra, se puede y se debe aventurar la vida. Gracias de nuevo y bienvenidos.
Thank you so much, Araceli, for this very poetic speech. And muchas gracias por tu liderazgo en España Nostra y por tu inestimable cooperación y amistad. We indeed need leaders who understand the importance of culture and cultural heritage for our society, not just locally and nationally, but also at the European level. The fact that the European Commission has just decided to make 2018 the European Year of Cultural Heritage is an extremely important statement. And one of the driving persons behind this achievement is with us here tonight. He shares our belief that culture and cultural heritage are a strategic resource for Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to stage Tibor Navracsics, European Commissioner for Education, Culture, Youth and Sport. Mr. Commissioner.
Presidents, Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be with you today in this beautiful historic theater to celebrate European cultural heritage. I'm very honored to host this ceremony with Maestro Placido Domingo. Your presence inspires us to continue our joint work towards our objective, to safeguard our cultural heritage and to make European citizens aware of its great value. I want to thank you for your dedication to this cause. Let me also congratulate Hispania Nostra for organizing the first photographic exhibition about the Spanish winners of the European Heritage Awards. A very good way indeed to celebrate its 40th anniversary. Ladies and gentlemen, Europe has always been a place of exchanges between peoples and cultures. These constant interactions have shaped our tangible and intangible cultural heritage. They have also shaped our identity as Europeans, which is in reality the sum of all our identities. I was struck to hear the new mayor of London, Mr. Sadiq Khan, define himself saying, quoting, "I'm a Londoner, I'm European, I'm British, I'm English, I'm of Islamic faith, of Asian origin, of Pakistani heritage, a dad, a husband." I think this is a good way of saying that our Europe is also a community of communities. Cultural heritage is not only a link between our past and our future, but a bridge between our different identities. Knowing where we come from gives us a better sense of where we are going. It provides a sense of unity and belonging. It enhances social cohesion and inclusion. It facilitates intercultural dialogue. Finally, it builds respect and confidence among communities. At the same time, cultural heritage is an economic resource. It creates growth and jobs. Clearly, our exceptional diverse cultural heritage is what makes Europe the top tourist destination in the world. Let me also mention something very important for me as a former Minister of Foreign Affairs. Cultural heritage is a major asset for Europe as a global actor. I've been working hard with High Representative Vice President Federica Mogherini on an EU strategy for international cultural relations, which we are hoping to present very soon. We were in Iran last month, and I saw that heritage is one of the few areas, apart from sport perhaps, where mutual understanding and trust can be quickly built between two very different interlocutors. Dear guests, Europe is facing serious challenges linked to the economy, our social fabric, security, migration, and the environment. They all put our common heritage at risk. In Syria and Iraq, we see how destruction of heritage undermines societies, propagates intolerance, and weakens cultural diversity. In Europe, our heritage is threatened by more subtle dangers. This we see in the 7 most endangered projects of Europa Nostra and the European Investment Bank. Resolute action to preserve cultural heritage is crucial as a response to today's challenges. And we must take this action at all levels. Protecting cultural heritage is mostly a national responsibility. But having 28 national policies is not effective enough. Problems are often the same across the EU, and so are the solutions. This is why the EU is engaged in an integrated approach to strengthening and preserving cultural heritage. We support cultural heritage through funding programs such as Creative Europe, Horizon 2020, and Erasmus+. In addition to tonight's prize, we manage the European Heritage Label for sites symbolic of European history and integration. Finally, with the Council of Europe, we run the European Heritage Days, enabling 20 million people every year to visit heritage sites across the continent. And we are fighting the illicit trafficking of cultural goods, one of the most serious threats against cultural heritage. You can see that European cooperation on heritage is already well advanced, but we can do even more. I will be honored to propose that 2018 becomes the European Year of Cultural Heritage. My services are finalizing a proposal that will then have to be accepted by the European Parliament and Member States. I would like to take this opportunity to call on you, the cultural heritage sector, to be a vital part of our effort to make this year a success. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the winners of the European Union Prize for Cultural Heritage Europa Nostra Awards. I would like to thank Europa Nostra for this partnership. The 28 projects highlight the professionalism and dedication of people involved in heritage projects throughout Europe. There is growing awareness that heritage is not only about monuments or sites, but about people. Our cultural heritage is a living thing and ultimately a key to our future. This is the message our winners convey. Let me congratulate and thank them and their teams. Their stories show us the way. I'm sure their work will be an inspiration for generations to come. I wish you a lot of success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Commissioner. You can be sure Europa Nostra, Hispania Nostra, and all our member organizations and many partners will support you in all your ambitious plans. The Teatro de la Zarzuela is a much-loved theater on which many famous performers have left their mark. Our next speaker was standing in the wings as a little boy, listening to his parents perform. And as a grown-up, he has become himself the legend of this and many other theaters in Europe and all over the world. Last night, he sang at the Vienna State Opera, and tomorrow morning, he flies to St. Petersburg to perform at the Mariinsky Theater. But tonight, he is here in Madrid. Señoras y señores, no solo es uno de los más grandes artistas mundiales, pero es también nuestro presidente. Estimado presidente, querido maestro, el escenario es suyo.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Minister, Madam President of Hispania Nostra, dear award winners, dear friends, queridos amigos. What a joy to stand here tonight at the stage of the Teatro de la Zarzuela, not as a singer, but as the president of Europa Nostra. For many of you, the Zarzuela Theatre is just a beautiful performance venue in a beautiful historic city, my Madrid. For me, it's the voice of my parents. Zarzuela is the music that I listened for the first time when I was a child. I'm sure before I was born, because my mother has to run home to have the child. That child was me. So I hear the Zarzuela before I was born. It's in my veins, and we have had extraordinary composers, which they were composing and writing some of their zarzuelas in different occasions for my parents, like Maestro Guerrero, Luna, Alonso, Guriri, Arriaga, Chapí, and Breton before, and great librettists like Guillermo and Carlos Fernandez Shaw, with many, so many great illustrious composers. So many wonderful memories which form part of my heritage. I am so happy to share this heritage with all of you tonight. And I have to tell you something, this theater of the Zarzuela, I make my debut here in 1970, and until 87, el Teatro de la Zarzuela was presenting the opera in Madrid. So I sang during 17 years here all the different repertoire for operas, when our Teatro Real was masked as a concert hall. It's a really beautiful opera house, but in those days we don't have an opera house. So the Teatro de Zarzuela really gives us the possibility for the generation of singers of that epoch, until the Teatro Real in 1987 was reopened. But since the beautiful Spanish language is also part of my heritage, of which I am so proud, I hope you will allow me to continue in my mother tongue. Probably you have a translation. But hoy la razón principal de nuestra celebración son, por supuesto, nuestros premiados. Quiero felicitarles a todos, pero también pienso que es importante el comentar otros factores que también hay que celebrar. Es un honor para mí ser el anfitrión, junto con el comisario Navracsics, de la ceremonia de nuestros premios europeos del patrimonio en Madrid, en el año en que España celebra el 30, o digamos el 30º aniversario de su ingreso en la Unión Europea. Aquí en España es un año para celebrar Europa. Hace también 30 años que el Consejo de Europa ha adoptado su primera convención dedicada al patrimonio,
la Convención Europea para la Protección del Patrimonio Arquitectónico, que fue elaborada y firmada en España, en Granada. Por tanto, esta noche también celebramos la larga implicación europea en el patrimonio cultural, el cual se ha beneficiado de una fuerte contribución en España. Señor ministro, Europa Nostra y yo mismo estamos seguros de que su país, mi país, va a continuar a jugar también en el futuro un papel positivo a nivel europeo. Es tan importante que el nuevo Gobierno de España reconozca en su totalidad el enorme valor del capital humano y cultural, el cual está arraigado en el rico patrimonio cultural de España. Por tanto, les animo a que adopten medidas que permitan florecer este formidable capital. Como acabamos de escuchar de Araceli Pereda, un discurso que me ha emocionado, también celebramos esta noche el 40º aniversario de Hispania Nostra. Muchas gracias por lo que estás haciendo por nuestro patrimonio compartido con la ayuda de tantos dedicados voluntarios. Y gracias por ser los anfitriones de todos los actos del Congreso de Europa Nostra en Madrid. Este Congreso es la perfecta ocasión para hacer referencia en felicitarnos por una reciente propuesta realizada por la Comisión Europea, designar el 2018 como el Año Europeo del Patrimonio Cultural. Europa Nostra y tantas otras organizaciones han hecho una apasionada campaña para apoyar esta gran iniciativa. Muchas gracias, comisario Navracsics, por esta importante victoria. Puedo garantizar que Europa Nostra, con todos nuestros miembros y asociados y con todos ganadores de nuestros premios, le darán el mayor apoyo. La semana pasada, en Bruselas, también comuniqué este mismo mensaje a Jean-Claude Juncker, presidente de la Comisión Europea. Coincidimos que la cultura y el patrimonio son fuertes fuerzas positivas para un cambio y que este Año Europeo del Patrimonio Cultural debe utilizarse como un catalizador para un verdadero renacimiento europeo. En estos momentos hay demasiadas fuerzas que buscan el dividir Europa y a volver a construir barreras en Europa. Pero tenemos que presentar nuestro patrimonio cultural como una fuerte fuerza de cohesión para Europa y sus ciudadanos. Aunque diversos, somos una gran familia con una historia formidable y un patrimonio impresionante. Tenemos que invertir más esfuerzo en educar tanto a jóvenes como a adultos de la importancia de estos valores, los cuales nos recuerdan a todos por qué estamos todos juntos en esta gran aventura europea y cómo hemos logrado garantizar la paz y prosperidad en Europa a través de un compromiso común. Espero que el Año Europeo del Patrimonio Cultural en 2018 se convierta en unos fuegos de artificio de energía positiva y creativa, generada por varias formas de participación social, tanto a nivel local como europeo. Por tanto, conectémonos por toda Europa con proyectos innovadores para la comunidad que aspiren a regenerar las ciudades y el campo a través de la conservación y la reutilización respetuosa del patrimonio. Conectemos las artes escénicas europeas, sus festivales, sus museos y centros de patrimonio para demostrar el poder formidable de Europa, el cual está enraizado en nuestra cultura. Involucrémonos con emprendedores, con empresas visionarias, con mecenas Integremos nuestras viejas tradiciones con nuevas ideas de los jóvenes europeos. Beneficiémonos del poder creativo de las organizaciones de la sociedad civil para unir comunidades. Por último, si bien no menos importante, vamos a invitar especialmente a nuestros ganadores de los premios europeos al patrimonio a que contribuyan a ese año. Tanto los ganadores a los que hemos homenajeado esta noche, como también a todos los seleccionados durante las últimas décadas, que sean nuestros guías y nuestra inspiración. Sin embargo, el Año Europeo de Patrimonio Cultural no tiene que ser una ocasión aislada, que sea el comienzo de un renovado compromiso de las instituciones europeas y de los ciudadanos de Europa para cuidar de su patrimonio y de compartirlo dentro y fuera de Europa. Estoy convencido de que esto será la mejor contribución que podamos hacer a nuestro compartido y querido proyecto europeo que tanto necesita reavivarse. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, maestro. Sus palabras han sido música para nuestros oídos. Our president have awarded our next musical guest at his World Opera competition, Operalia. He's from Madrid and one of the very well-known young tenors who now lives in Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel Lozano with the Barbieri Chamber Orchestra, conducted by Lara Di Loi, with a beautiful aria of Recondita Armonia from Puccini's Tosca.
bellezze insiem confonde, ma
Muchas gracias, Israel, for these moments of pure emotion. This year, the European Commission and Europa Nostra honor 28 winners in 4 different categories. And this is how it works. We will start each category by a series of video clips, followed by the official presentation of the awards. And at the end, we will reveal the winners of the 7 Grand Prix and the Public Choice Award. So let's begin. We will start with the awards in the category Education, Training, and Awareness Raising in the Field of Heritage. The selection of these awards was made by a European jury of experts chaired by Goranka Horjan from Croatia, who will present the awards. We will see 2 sets of 4 video clips, each followed by the presentation of the awards. Video, please.
Primary school pupils explored, presented, and shared their ideas about the First World War through animation. The jury stated that this project brings together the 3 criteria of this award in educating and training the children in a creative skill and raising their awareness of this pivotal point in European history. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising. The Great War Through the Eyes of a Child, Roeselare, Belgium. An impressive number of students and teachers were involved in this project, celebrating the cultural heritage of their city, a defence fortress in the shape of a 6-pointed star. The jury praised the way cultural heritage was, with great creativity, included in practical lessons on mathematics, biology, history, or the Croatian language. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising. Star in School, Karlovac, Croatia. This grassroots project encourages citizens to adopt monuments of cultural and historic significance in their environment, to care for them and return them to use. The jury emphasised the importance of the inclusive nature of the programme, which also actively involves asylum seekers. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising. Adopt a Monument, Tampere, Finland. This project aims to document, archive and thereby preserve the history of dance for future generations. The jury praises the project for capturing the ephemeral nature of dance, for its devotion to the preservation and promotion of 20th century dance, and for making it available to the general public as well as to specialists via a dedicated website, dansfonds.de. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising. Preserving and Promoting Dance Heritage, Berlin, Germany.
So, the first winner comes from Belgium. From Belgium, we go to Croatia. From Croatia, we go to Finland. And from Finland, we go to Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for the first 4 winners in this category of our awards. Congratulations. And now, thank you. And now let us see the second set of 4 video clips. Video, please.
This charming museum is dedicated to the history of Dublin as told by its people. Its approach to collecting is innovative, whereby people donate artifacts which they feel represent their city and community. The jury praised the creative approach to establishing a museum about the people's history of a city. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising, the Little Museum of Dublin, Dublin, Ireland. Students aged from 14 to 19 years old are given the opportunity to study one or more heritage sites in their region and to function as tour guides in presenting them to the public. The jury noted that the project has managed to develop active citizenship, whereby the participants feel involved in the social, cultural and economic lives of their communities. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising, the Cultural Heritage Education Programme Apprendisti Cicerone, Milan, Italy. Human activities helped shape the natural environment of this protected region. However, due to the migration and ageing of the population, this unique heritage, both tangible and intangible, was severely threatened. The jury praised the project's awareness-raising campaigns and training activities for invigorating the local community. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising, the sustainable development of the Moreira Plateau, Peneda Gerês National Park, Portugal. This project focuses on the importance of teaching children about cultural heritage at an early stage. Reaching 120,000 students in 250 schools across England to date, it also equips teachers with the necessary skills to address many heritage subjects in real-world scenarios, an aspect of the project the jury particularly appreciated. Award winner in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising, the Heritage Schools, Bristol, the United Kingdom.
Now, the first winner in this second group of our winners in this category comes from Ireland. From Ireland, we go to Italy. And from Italy, we go to Portugal. And finally, from Portugal, we go to United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for these four winners in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising. Congratulations. The awards in the category Dedicated Service honor the outstanding and long-term commitment to heritage of organizations and individuals. The selection was made by a European jury of experts chaired by Alexander Fürst zu Sein, Wittgenstein-Sein from Germany, who will present the awards. But let us first see the 4 video clips. Video, please.
Deprived of public funding and support, the National Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina closed its doors in 2012. However, the museum workers continued to work without pay for 3 years. A public campaign organized by the NGO Akcija helped to raise awareness of the museum's plight. The jury applauds the combined efforts of the dedicated employees and activists that have now resulted in the reopening of the museum. Award winner in the category Dedicated Service, the employees and activists of the National Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mrs. Giulia Maria Crespi has devoted her life to the defence of Italy's cultural heritage, especially through FAI, the Fondo Ambiente Italiano, which she co-founded in 1975. The jury pays tribute to her strong leadership, her immense generosity, and her tireless volunteer dedication to FAI, as well as Italia Nostra and many other heritage and environmental organisations. Award winner in the category Dedicated Service, Mrs. Giulia Maria Crespi, Milan, Italy. The long-term engagement of the Friends of the Storfjord, who have worked to preserve the rural landscape and the architecture of this difficult mountainous terrain, made a deep impression on the jury, who praised these volunteers for embracing this previously forgotten region and imbuing it with a refreshing vitality. Award winner in the category Dedicated Service, the Friends of the Storfjord, Sunnmøre, Norway. The creation, within a very short space of time, of an impressive national museum with 30 exhibition halls and 20,000 exhibits in the neglected and damaged Radziwiłł Palace impressed the jury, who praised the museum workers for going above and beyond the call of duty in their handling of the palace's complicated past. Europa Nostra Award winner in the category Dedicated Service, the National Historical and Cultural Museum Reserve, Navracsics, Belarus.
Now, the first winner in this category comes from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Here we have exceptionally two persons on the stage. From Bosnia-Herzegovina we go to Italy. On behalf of Mrs. Crespi, our Vice President Federico Guasti. And from Italy we go to Norway. And finally, from Norway, we go to Belarus. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for all four winners in the category Dedicated Service to Heritage. Congratulations. Our next category honors exemplary research projects related to cultural heritage. The selection of the laureates was made by a European jury of experts chaired by Professor Isik Aydemir from Turkey, who will present the awards. But let us first see the 5 video clips. Video, please.
Research institutions and companies from 7 countries came together to change the state of marine archaeology and conservation in Europe with innovative technologies and methodologies. The jury praised their commitment to disseminating their findings to heritage professionals around the world. Award winner in the category Research, the preservation of underwater archaeological sites, European project coordinated in Copenhagen, Denmark. Researchers from the University of Gastronomic Sciences in northern Italy conducted over 1,000 interviews to capture memories of food and regional cuisine in local communities. The jury praised the project as an example of good practice in conserving intangible heritage. Award winner in the category Research, The Granaries of Memory, Bra, Italy. The industrial-style digitization of nearly 9 million zoological, botanical and geological specimens from this museum's important collection is of tremendous value to researchers everywhere. The jury was impressed by this example of best practice in collection digitization. Award winner in the category Research, the digitization of the Naturalis Biodiversity Centre's collection in Leiden, the Netherlands. This study of endangered vernacular architecture in this unique mountain village boosted the sense of community and provided new potential for social and economic growth. The jury also noted that the project is an admirable example of the influence of good research and conservation. Award winner in the category Research, the conservation study of the village Gostuja in the Pirot district, Serbia. This truly European project to study the rock drawings in Val Camonica, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the Italian Alps, impressed the jury by its use of film, photography, animation, and state-of-the-art 3D scanning technology to present the rock art to the public and to encourage visitor interaction. Award winner in the category Research, the Prehistoric Picture Project, Pitoti Digital Rock Art, Cambridge, the United Kingdom.
So the first winner comes from Denmark. From Denmark, we go to Italy. From Italy, we go to the Netherlands. From the Netherlands, we go to Serbia. And from Serbia, we go to United Kingdom. So, for all, a warm applause for all winners in category Research. Congratulations. We have now honored half of our award winners, and it is time to enjoy another Spanish winner of the World Opera Competition, Operalia. Señoras y señoras, soprano auxiliadora toledano with a moving aria, Je veux vivre, from Charles Gounod opera Romeo et Juliette, accompanied by the Barbieri Chamber Orchestra conducted by Lara Diloy. Auxiliadora, please. Muchas gracias, Auxiliadora, por tu preciosa voz. In our last category, we will award 12 outstanding conservation projects from all around Europe. The jury of this category was chaired by Professor Fani Malouhou-Tufano from Greece, who will present the awards. We will see 2 sets of 6 video clips, each followed by the presentation of the awards. Video, please, for the first sets of 6 video clips.
The original 1923 brewery of the famous Stella Artois beer has now, 20 years after its closure, been lovingly restored by local cultural and creative entrepreneurs. The jury stated they have brought an abandoned building back to life with a truly imaginative use of the spaces within the well-conserved historic factory. Award winner in the category Conservation. The conversion of De Horen Brewery into a creative hub, Leuven, Belgium. The 12th century Byzantine church of St. Peter in the village of Castagna was in a poor state when repairs began. The jury notes that the collaboration of private and public bodies and the high quality of the work both inside and out is commendable and illustrates the Byzantine contribution to European culture. Award winner in the category Conservation. The Byzantine Church of St. Peter in Castagna, Mani, Greece. The restoration of this 1930s watermill has created a living monument, a symbol of the shared industrial heritage of Greece, Albania, and the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. The jury concluded that the social impact, as well as the preservation of this fine example of industrial heritage, is worthy of the highest praise. Award winner in the category Conservation. The traditional watermill in Ios Germanos, Prespes, Greece. For over 30 years, the Hospital for French Fishermen, with a chapel, an infirmary, and a doctor's house, was abandoned. Now a museum and hotel, the monument has regained its place in the community. The jury highlighted that this project, in embracing this link between France and Iceland, recaptures a part of European history. Award winner in the category Conservation. the French hospital in Fáskrúðsfjörður, Iceland. In the 16th century, a charter house with an adjoining church and monastery was built on the ancient ruins of the Diocletian Baths. For decades, the site had been largely closed for safety reasons. The jury appreciated the high-quality restoration of this iconic monument, which unifies the Roman and Renaissance eras. Award winner in the category Conservation, the Diocletian Baths, Charter House and Open-Air Pool, Rome, Italy. Since 1989, this 18th century residence had lain in disrepair. The restoration of the mansion, now a modern art museum, impressed the jury, especially the innovations in climate control, which make it possible to display the rare Chinese wallpapers and textile wall coverings responsibly. Award winner in the category Conservation, the Museum Oud Amelisweerd in Bunnik, Utrecht, the Netherlands.
So, the first winner in category Conservation comes from Belgium. From Belgium, we go to Greece. And then we stay in Greece. And from Greece we go to Iceland for the very first award in this European country. And from Iceland we go to Italy. And finally from Italy we go to the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause for the first 6 winners in category Conservation. And now let us see the second set of 6 video clips. Video, please.
The condition of this UNESCO-listed military fort was getting worse year by year. The Society for the Protection of Natural Monuments has now repurposed the site in many ways. The jury appreciated the contemporary architecture, which complements the original structure and sets a good example for other sites in Europe. Award winner in the category Conservation, Fort Kijkhout in Kortenhoef, Noord-Holland, the Netherlands. Both the facade and the interior of the cathedral required stabilization and cleaning, as well as the replacement of some features which had been eroded. The jury stressed that the high quality of this complex, faithful conservation of both art and architecture is an impressive accomplishment. Award winner in the category Conservation, the Cathedral and the Diocesan Museum in Santarém, Portugal. This partially suspended walkway through an impressive gorge was used as a shortcut to the hydroelectric plant on the other side of the mountain. The jury stated that the renovation of one of the world's scariest hikes has now secured and opened up this natural and industrial heritage to all visitors. Award winner in the category Conservation, the King's Little Pathway in El Chorro Gorge, Malaga, Spain. These 6 churches in the historic centre of the city were seriously damaged during an earthquake in 2011. The fantastic response from the public impressed the jury, and they praised the astounding quality of the restoration work, faithful to the original architecture while incorporating earthquake-resistant measures. Award winner in the category Conservation, the 6 churches in Lorca, Murcia, Spain. In the year 2000, the condition of both the buildings and the machinery of this 200-year-old Scottish wool mill was critical. The jury applauded the community's involvement, the generation of new employment opportunities, and the attraction of visitors to this relatively remote region as a wonderful example for comparable locations throughout Europe. Award winner in the category Conservation, the Knockandoo Wool Mill in Aberlour, Moray, the United Kingdom. Built as a pseudo-medieval ruin of a castle, this 18th century tower had suffered gradual but extensive erosive damage. The jury noted that intellectually, this project raises questions about the preservation of a designed ruin and inspires thought about the very nature of conservation. Award winner in the category Conservation, Wimpole Hall's Gothic Tower in Wimpole, Cambridgeshire, the United Kingdom.
So, for the first winner in the second group of our awards in category Conservation, we go to the Netherlands. And from the Netherlands, we go to Portugal. And from Portugal, we go to Spain. And then we stay in Spain. And from Spain, we go to the United Kingdom. And we stay in United Kingdom for the last winner in this group. A warm applause for the last 6 winners in category Conservation. We now have the pleasure of presenting the 3 Spanish special mention of the jury in the categories Research and Dedicated Service to Heritage. Álvaro Fernández Villaverde y Silva, Marqués de Santa Cruz, and Vice President of Europa Nostra, will now present those special mentions.
Señores comisarios, señor ministro, señor presidente de Hispania Nostra, amigos y miembros de Europa Nostra y señores premiados y señoras premiadas. Hay una bonita costumbre en Europa Nostra, que es que el país donde se celebra la asamblea y donde se entregan los premios tiene el privilegio de que se haga una mención especial de aquellas candidaturas que, aunque no hayan obtenido premio, merecían o estaban tan cerca de obtenerlo que de haber más posibilidades lo hubieran obtenido. Y ese es el papel que me corresponde a mí, mencionar esas candidaturas españolas que estaban cerca, si no tan cerca como los premiados, de haber recibido un premio. Es algo como si yo fuera un huérfano del colegio de San Ildefonso y me tocara cantar la pedrea, pues la pedrea. I suppose that I could say it in English. You know that there is the custom that the country where these awards are given has the privilege to be able to present those candidates of that country that had made a very good contribution and a good candidacy but have not obtained an award. And that is my role tonight. I'm going to call them and explain what they have done. Patrimonio hidráulico de la provincia de Alicante. Premio de investigación y digitalización, basado en una tesis doctoral. Se ha desarrollado durante 10 años y se ha hecho mapas, enumeración, etcétera, de un extraordinario detalle del patrimonio hidráulico de Aragón. Servicio dedicado o dedicación al servicio del patrimonio. Llamo a don Ramón Mayo, presidente ejecutivo de CALAM. ¿Qué decir de Ramón Mayo? Era mi candidato, yo lo presenté, con lo cual no voy a ser objetivo. Es un empresario, un mecenas, una persona que ha dedicado mucho esfuerzo en la protección del patrimonio, con cerca de 400 empleados en España, en Cuba, en Francia y en muchos países ha hecho trabajos de restauración. Es lo que se llama un hombre dedicado a la protección del patrimonio. Ahora, por favor, el servicio al patrimonio de una organización, de un grupo de personas que se corresponden a los campaners de la Catedral de Valencia.
Álvaro, I would like to ask you to stay with us on the stage, just for a moment. Just come here with me.
You're not going to give me a bell.
This is an evening of celebrations, Álvaro, but also an evening for some surprises. Maestro Domingo, would you like to come to join us on stage? Please, Maestro. Stay there, stay there.
Bueno, querido Álvaro, hace unos años, concretamente en el, ¿qué fue? 2010. Sí. Amablemente me pediste que me uniera a Europa Nostra como vicepresidente. Compartiste tu pasión por el patrimonio español y europeo conmigo y me ayudaste a sentirme inmediatamente cómodo, como en familia, en esta gran organización fantástica que es Europa Nostra. Durante estos 6 años de mi presidencia y muchos años antes, tú has sido uno de los pilares más fuertes y uno de los más sabios asesores de esta formidable red que Europa Nostra ha desarrollado por toda Europa, primero como presidente de Hispania Nostra y luego como vicepresidente de Europa Nostra. Esta noche, por lo tanto, para mí es un gran honor y una gran alegría concederte la Medalla de Oro de Europa Nostra, que es el más alto distintivo de nuestros premios que nuestra organización concede a un grupo selecto de miembros de nuestra gran familia europea. Así es de que es una sorpresa, pero muy bien merecida, Álvaro.
Muy agradecido.
Esto...
So, if you can go just again.
Déjame leerte, Álvaro, la cita que nuestro patronato ha escrito en el certificado de tu medalla de honor. ¿La tenéis? Bueno, lo leo aquí, ¿verdad? Sí, mejor. Sí. Para Álvaro Fernández Villaverde, marqués de Santa Cruz, por su importante contribución en elevar el perfil público de Europa Nostra a través de su sobresaliente visión estratégica y sus habilidades diplomáticas combinadas con su prolongada dedicación y lealtad a nuestra organización. Querido Álvaro, mi más profunda enhorabuena y muchísimas gracias por todo lo que has hecho y seguirás haciendo, estoy seguro.
Thank you to Placido and thank you to Europa Nostra. Thank you very much.
We have now honored all our award winners. But who of these excellent heritage projects and dedicated individuals will win the 7 Grand Prix and the Public Choice Award 2016? We will find out after listening to the beautifully peaceful intermezzo from Pietro Mascagni's Cavalleria Rusticana, performed by the Barbieri Chamber Orchestra, conducted by Lara Di Loi. Excellencies, distinguished laureates, señoras y señoras, this is the moment. Time has come to unveil who wins the 7 Grand Prix and the Public Choice Award 2016. I invite European Commissioner Tibor Navracsics and Europa Nostra's President, Maestro Placido Domingo, to join us on stage. And can I have, while they are coming to the stage, can I have the envelopes, please? I have them here. 7 sealed envelopes, plus 1 for the Public Choice Award. But the 7 contain the names of the winners of this year's Grand Prix and also the check worth 10,000 euro each. So I will first invite Maestro Domingo to open the first envelope. So if you can just be close to the microphone.
Estamos aquí como en los Oscars, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver. No lo vamos a hacer de tanta emoción, que claro que sí. This is the Grand Prix European Union Prize for Cultural Heritage, Europa Nostra Awards 2016 for 10,000 euros. Is the category Dedicate Service. And it goes to the employees and activists of the National Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Please, would you like to say something?
Hi. First of all, on behalf of the employees and the activists of the National Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina, I have to say thank you. And thank you very much indeed for the European Commission and Europa Nostra for this award. And for that, you make recognition of our work. I guess that curious case of the National Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina is quite unique in Europe, and I really hope that this is a good opportunity to invite you to help us in Bosnia to resolve the errors which are made in the past. Thank you.
Congratulations. The second envelope goes to Commissioner Navracsics.
So the second Grand Prix in the category of conservation goes to the King's Little Pathway in El Chorro, Jorge, Málaga, Spain.
Fantastic project. Would you like to say something? Of course.
Querido ministro, comisario, presidente de Europa Nostra, de Hispania Nostra, este es un proyecto de todos. Este no es el proyecto de una única administración ni de una única persona. Este es el proyecto de Epi, de María del Mar, de Manolo, de Víctor, de Marina, de Fran, de Andy y de Luis, y de muchas más personas. Muchísimas gracias.
Congratulations. The third envelope goes to Maestro Domingo.
The third prize, also for 10,000 euros, goes to the dedicated service to Mrs. Giulia Maria Crespi, Milano, Italy.
So it was, in case she would be among the winners of a Grand Prix, Mrs. Crespi asked Federico Guasti, her long-term advisor in Fondo Ambiente Italiano and Vice President of Europa Nostra, to receive the award and to thank the European Commission and Europa Nostra.
Señor Comisario, Presidente, señor Ministro, amigos de Europa Nostra, yo no soy Mrs. Crespi, pero soy vicepresidente de Europa Nostra y le puedo asegurar que nunca un premio está dedicado a una persona en Italia que tanto ha dado por su entusiasmo, por su dedicación a su país y a la cultura en general. La señora Crespi me pidió enviarle un breve mensaje que si creen le puedo leer en francés.
Please.
Malheureusement, je ne peux pas participer à la prestigieuse réunion d'Europa Nostra à Madrid, pendant laquelle j'aurai le grand honneur de recevoir le prix d'Europa Nostra. Toutefois, je souhaiterais exprimer mon admiration et ma coparticipation au travail fructueux que vous portez à terme, malgré de nombreuses difficultés aussi bien politiques que sociales. En effet, l'immense patrimoine artistique et les beautés naturelles qu'offre notre continent doivent absolument être protégés et préservés avec une ténacité inébranlable. C'est le plus grand trésor que nous pouvons offrir aux futures générations. Mais c'est également une richesse qui peut, et elle est bien gérée et organisée au niveau international, attirer le plus grand, le meilleur tourisme conscient, par des conséquents, devrait également être une source d'emploi. Nous devons cependant nous rappeler que cette émission ne doit pas passer dans les mains des spéculateurs qui, seulement liés par des intérêts bassement lucratifs, dégradent le paysage, les beautés artistiques, une agriculture durable et sa biodiversité en trompant les transients en vue d'un profit immédiat, sans se rappeler que le lendemain vient toujours. Courage donc, combattons, allons de l'avant, enivrons-nous de beauté lumineuse. Merci.
The fourth Grand Prix will be announced by Commissioner Navracsics.
The fourth Grand Prix in research category goes to the conservation study of the village Gostusha in Pirot district.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very honored to be here tonight, and I would like to thank Europa Nostra, European Commission, and of course all those who supported our project and our work, especially Serbian government, Europa Nostra, Serbia also, and of course a local government of Pirot. And last but not the least, I would like to thank to all of my associates who worked and still are working on this project. Thank you.
The fifth Grand Prix will be unveiled by the President of Europa Nostra.
It's for the category of conservation. It's the Wimpole Halls Gothic Tower in Wimpole, Cambridgeshire, United Kingdom.
Please.
Goodness me, well, you could knock me down with a feather, as we say in England. I'm astonished but thrilled by this honour, particularly in the company of these amazing projects. As you saw, our project was peculiar in a sense. It was about how to prevent a ruin becoming more ruinous. And that required a good deal of thought, a clear conservation philosophy, and of course, amazing professional consultants and contractors, which we had in abundance. It was particularly thrilling for me because it was a building that I encountered when I was a young architectural student in 1979. So very nice to see this finally happen. And lastly, coming from a small rainy island off the north coast of France, could I just thank the Commission and Europa Nostra and Hispania Nostra for this very warm welcome to the heart of Europe. You've reinvigorated me, and I feel like a European tonight, so thank you very much.
The 6th Grand Prix will be announced by Commissioner Navracsics.
The 6th Grand Prix in the category Education, Training and Awareness Raising goes to a Finnish project called Adopt a Monument in Tampere, Finland.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for this magnificent honor. It's a really great moment in my life, and I think it's a great moment in the life of my colleagues, Tuija-Liisa and Mia, who are here there somewhere. Thank you for your wonderful job. You have done the most important part of this project. But of course, the volunteers are the key persons. We have about 300 volunteers with whom we shall go on our work, and we use this award money for this cooperation. Thank you for your it's really something.
And the last Grand Prix winners will be announced by Maestro Domingo. Grand Prix, the last Grand Prix.
It goes also to conservation and is traditional water mill in Agios Germanos in Prespes, Greece.
Thank you all. I'd like to thank you, Europa Nostra and the European Commission. It was an honor, a great honor for us to take part. And now to be awarded is a greater one for all of us, for everybody who participated to this project, for the region of Prespa, for my country, Greece. And to be one of the 7 Grand Prix, I have no words to say. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all of you, all our winners of 7 Grand Prix, but I still have one envelope in my hand, and I told you that we also are going to announce the winner of the Public Choice Award. So I ask, of course, Commissioner to stay here and our President, but I would like to invite our Executive President, Denis de Kerguelen, to introduce the announcement of the Public Choice Award 2016. Denis, la parole est à toi. Je prends cette enveloppe. Voilà.
Good evening. 28 award winners have been selected by 4 very professional juries. Congratulations, all of you. It was a fierce competition, and you won. Among you, 7 have been selected through the same channel to have the Grand Prix. But now, one of you has a prix through a totally different channel. It is the Public Choice Award. It means that there's no jury. It's anyone who can vote. 7,500 persons went to see your website and gave us their choice and comments. I would like to read one comment from one voter, Stéphanie Philippert from Belgium, and she says something that all of us can feel. Our heritage is, after all, much more than the old dead places visited by tourists, is her opinion. But with the right incentives and an open mind, it truly becomes a part of our contemporary lives. So each of those 7,500 voters expressed their way to the way they feel, the way they respond to heritage. Before I give the floor to Maestro Placido, I want to mention the project that came in number 3. It's a conservation project which was completed with a tremendous commitment from the local community, and I think that's what pleased so much the voters. It's a beautiful Byzantine church of St. Peter's in Castania Mani in Greece. In the second position, it was the imaginative conversion of the Horn Brewery, excuse me my accent, into a creative hub in Leuven, Belgium. Now comes the winner of the Public Choice Award. Maestro, I think you will open the envelope. Let's see, this is really very emotional. The King's Little Pathway in El Chorro Gorge, Málaga, Spain. Where is it?
Bueno, no lo esperábamos, ¿eh? Venimos muchos alcaldes de la provincia de Málaga y lo ha dicho el presidente de Europa Nostra hace un momento, refiriéndose a que España necesita un gobierno fuerte, y un gobierno fuerte siempre tiene que basarse en el diálogo y en el consenso. Este proyecto, decía antes yo, que es un proyecto de todos. Aquí estamos, yo como presidente de la Diputación, alcaldes, de todos los partidos políticos, de todos, y todos nos pusimos de acuerdo para recuperar este Caminito del Rey. Ese es el éxito de este proyecto, es el éxito de la provincia de Málaga. Muchas gracias.
So after all those emotions, it's time again for music. So perhaps Commissioner and Denis, you can take your seats. But Maestro, can I ask you to stay for a while with me on the stage?
Yes.
We said that this is an evening of celebrations and surprises. So we have a little surprise, but this time for you. Tonight, the Europa Nostra family wishes to present to you our symbolic gift for the celebration of your 3 times 25th birthday. And what we thought would be a good idea, we have asked Plantu, one of the most famous cartoonists from France and Europe, and the founding president of the association Cartooning for Peace, to make a visual synthesis of what your engagement for Europa Nostra means for us and for Europe. Cartoon, please.
Thank you very much. Since I have my 3 times 25 in January, in the cartoon I'm looking already in my way to the 4 times 25. Thank you very much.
So, this concludes the official part of the proceedings tonight. But in this marvelous theater, we cannot leave you without a grand musical finale performed by Israel Lozano tenor, Auxiliadora Toledano soprano, the choir of the Polytechnic University of Madrid, and the Barbieri Chamber Orchestra conducted by Lara Di Loi. Enjoy.
Señorita que riega la albahaca, cuántas hojitas tiene la mata, me parece que pasan de ciento como las plumas de mi plumero. El comienzo de un capítulo de amor. Señorita que riega la albahaca, si de atrevido no me tildara. Yo al rosal acercarme quisiera, donde florecen rosas tan bellas.
Caballero de alto plumero, es tan galante su atrevimiento, que moreno es difícil la empresa, puesto que tiene franca la puerta.
Al pasar el caballero por la puerta del jardín, va hechizado por los ojos que le miran desde allí. Va contento de su suerte y embriagado del honor de esta rosa desprendida del rosal del corazón.
Una flor no es un billete para el juego del amor.
Sutil olor,
Tal vez fatal,
digna es la flor de aquel rosal.
before we start the very last song of this evening, I would like to ask the President of Europa Nostra, Maestro Placido Domingo, European Commissioner Tibor Navracsics, the President of Hispania Nostra, Araceli Pereda, and the Executive President of Europa Nostra, Denis de Cagorlet, to join us here back on the stage for the last song and the group photos. Muchas gracias, Israel Lozano, auxiliadora toledano, coro de la Universidad Politécnica de Madrid y orquesta de cámara Barbieri dirigido por Lara Di Roy y por el presidente de Europa Nostra. Please, can we have some flowers for all our winners and all our artists? The white carnations, clavel blanco, the favorite flower of our dear President, Maestro Domingo. There they are, the white carnation, clavel blanco, for everybody here on stage. Thank you, Sophia. So while we are distributing the flowers and we are having everybody on stage for this last song, I just want to thank you all for being with us tonight for this evening of celebration and beautiful surprises as well. When you go out of this beautiful theater, you will receive a copy of the awards publication with information about all of the laureates. I just want to tell you, why not? See you next year in Turku, in Finland. And now, let us end this evening of celebration with what else? Brindisi from Verdi Straviata. And if you feel like singing, sing along. Lara Di Roy, have you received them? Now, Maestro, this is your time. We have here.
¿Se la saben? Do you know it? It's very easy. Si no saben la letra, simplemente tienen que decir la. Nunca mejor dicho, música, maestro. Libiamo negli eti collici che la bellezza infiora e là fuggevo l'ora sinebria voluta. Libiame dolci premiti che suscita l'amore, poiché quello che ha il cuore onnipotente va. Libiamo amore fra i collici più caldi baci avrà.
Godiamo,
Ha ha ha.